If you are failing at making changes in your life, it's probably because you are going at it alone. However, when you drop the solo approach to change, your results will improve almost overnight. When I made this shift, my results dramatically improved. In this video, I'll share with you the 5 reasons why changing alone doesn't work. Quick side note, don't forget to download the free guide in the pinned comment below because 1, the content's awesome, but more importantly is I send out exclusive items to my mailing list like free live training classes and more. So I will see you on there, and now back to the video. If you've been failing to make a change that you've been trying to make, you probably beat yourself up for not changing. However, if you're trying to make the change alone, rest assured, it's actually just a strategy problem. You're simply using an ineffective strategy. When you shift the strategy, changes that you've struggled with for years or decades will start to happen. You'll feel a surge of confidence in yourself and belief in your future. And you don't have to pay money for it. You could recruit a friend to play the role of your partner in this. You can find someone who's recently taken a life coaching course who wants to practice and do some free coaching. Reason number 1, the process of change has too many pieces for one person to manage, especially for us ADDers. It's just too many steps. For whatever your goal is, first you gotta go out and learn something about it. Then you need to try to convert those generic one-size-fits-all strategies that you read about to the unique circumstances of your individual life. Then when your plan runs into some obstacles, you need to go back to the subject matter information to figure out what you're supposed to do to overcome them and repeat the same steps. So imagine you start some new goal on a Monday. Everything's going along pretty well, but the following Tuesday you hit an obstacle. You've already had a full day, and now you need to invest another 2 hours in research and an additional half hour in planning. So you decide to put your plan on hold until the weekend when you'll have more time. Then by the time the weekend arrives 4 days later, your momentum is lost and the change just feels hard and overwhelming. Even if your goal makes it through the first weekend, it's easy to see how it would eventually hit one of those windows and just not make it through. 2, it's too easy to self-deceive. We are masters at self-deception. Studies have shown that when people log anything, they're drinking, the amount of time they spend working, they're eating, they're spending, there is often a laughably huge gap at the difference between what they think that they're eating, spending, drinking, whatever, and what the log actually shows. There's also all sorts of cognitive biases, such as our confirmation bias and other things that psychology and behavioral economics has uncovered. But the reality is that it just comes default with the hardware. Once you simply accept that this is how our human brains work, you can simply correct for this self-deception bias. This is where having somebody else changing with you, be it a coach or an accountability buddy or somebody doing a 21-day challenge with you, is so powerful. 3, not enough distance for problem solving. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to solve other people's problems? The solutions are really obvious, right? And these people are just blind to them. Yet, when it comes to our own problems, the obstacles feel insurmountable. This is because we are too close to the problem and too emotionally invested in it. But when you add another human to your change goal, that all transforms. They can help you see solutions in blind spots that you otherwise simply won't be able to notice. 4, the people around you predict your success. In a landmark study of 3 decades of health data, researchers found that your chance of gaining unhealthy weight or smoking or being unhappy are statistically higher if you have a friend who does any of those things or has any of those things. The real shocking thing about the study was that they found that if a friend of your friend, even someone you've never met before, if they do any of those things, gain unhealthy weight, smoke, are unhappy, that your chances of having those things also go up statistically. And If science isn't your thing, consider that pretty much the #1 success strategy that every personal development guru cites is who you spend time around. So hang out with people all day who are playing video games and your video game playing will go up. Hang out with multimillionaire entrepreneurs and pretty soon your entrepreneurial prowess will increase. That's why you want people on your change team so that you're not changing alone. By getting an accountability buddy, coach, or mentor, you are automatically upgrading your social influences. 5. We ADDers tend to run short on working memory. Working memory is often compared with RAM on a computer. The less RAM or working memory there is, the longer it takes the computer to make calculations, and it's limited in the complexity of programs that it can run simultaneously. Many ADDers have working memory deficits. We basically have less temporary storage space in our brains to manipulate ideas and objects and keep them all in mind at the same time as we're trying to solve a problem. Having a coach, mentor, or buddy on your goal alleviates this problem. You literally are borrowing another brain. This is immensely important in the problem-solving, obstacle overcoming aspect of achieving goals. When you talk through obstacles and plans and general accountability on your goal, the listener holds that information for you so you can focus your brain on another aspect of the problem and sharing more information. Once you try this out, you'll see what I mean. For me, as an ADDer with some working memory deficits, I can say that now that I've used this strategy of borrowing other brains and bringing them in on my goals, I could never go back. Because at least in my experience, it was almost impossible to make progress on goals that I was just pursuing by myself. So what's a goal that you're currently facing? My challenge is to you. Identify someone that you can ask to pursue the goal with you, or someone to hold you accountable, or ask somebody to mentor you, or hire a coach. But whatever you do, don't go at it alone. What do you think about this idea? How does this match up with your experience in your own life? Let me know in the comments, I'd be interested to hear. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell because I've got some amazing videos coming out over the next few weeks. I've been filming like crazy and I don't want you to miss them. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye, focus friends.